Hi guys, welcome to a quick sim sesh for January. We are going to do gold and we're just going to quickly go through the beginning of January to the 10th of January. So let's start off with a top-down analysis. And as you can see right here, we have our sessions and London session starts around here. This is the Tokyo session. So this would be London Open. This is pre-London at 7. And I will be placing buys. Let's just put 2 lots and or sales, and then my trade history will show up here on the bottom left, which is right here. It will show any open trades, and at the end we go to close trades and see our win rate and how we did. So we're just going to look at the daily to get a good idea of actually hold on. So this is the 2nd of January, which is a bank holiday. Let's skip that. Let's go on to Tuesday, and you know what? Let's start from Wednesday, because I think that's when we all started trading on Wednesday. So let's just draw a simple resistance, and if I take off auto lock, can I scroll to the left? Okay, so let's start off with our M30 time frame. So I'm not actually going to draw any support and resistance lines just yet, because right now I will not be charting up the charts until the morning of London session. So let's just skip through the time and go on to pre-London, which is 7 a.m. Okay, now we are at pre-London. Okay, so we are at this resistance point and it is blatantly bullish. So there is no reason for us to be selling unless we go below 1836, which is this line over here, and buys would be above here. So coming on to pre-London, we are closing weak bearish right at resistance. So we could get a possible chance for price to actually break past it and have a breakout, or we could see, or we could wait, we could see price reject from here and come back down to retest the lows here at this support. So now I'm going to play the charts out. Let's see how the next candle opens. So we have 2 choices at this point. We can take a impulse trade, which would be purchasing right there. Let me pause that, which would be purchasing, right? Let me zoom in. Yeah, which would be we take a buy here, and then we anticipate it to go up and have a breakout, or we could play it safe and wait for a closure above the resistance. So you know what, we play it safe. We want to take 100%. We want 100% win rate or something close to it at least. So let's start playing this out of it. Let's skip it to the first 15. So first 15-minute candle managed to close above. And if we were looking at a 15-minute time frame, we could have possibly taken an entry if it breaks the high. But since we are only trading on a 30-minute time frame for this simulation, we will have to wait for the 30-minute time frame to close. Okay, so we have had a very nice and clean breakout. So at this point, you would ideally want to take a buy, but we would like a nice wick down because this is a pretty big move. So we broke out at 1848 and we are 1853. That's about a 50 pip move in half an hour. So ideally, I would want a nice wick down before taking buys. But if I was to take risky buys, I would enter as soon as it broke the high, even with no bottom wick. Considering there is no bottom wick, I could close partials when it starts to make a one wick, or close full and re-enter once it breaks the highs, or I could just hold the full position and have a stop loss down here, which would be a 50 pip stop loss. So let's put a 10 pip TP. Let's leave a 60 pip stop loss just to be safe. Let's play the candles a little bit, see what happens. Let's see if we can make a bottom wick. Oh, okay. So price pushed up. Ideally, because this is a sped up simulation, we would have entered here, but let's take a buy anyway from here. And okay, let me cancel that. That is incorrect. the TP SL needs to be the TP needs to be 100 and SL needs to be 600, which is actually 60, and that's 10 pips. So let's take a buy again. Okay, that's fair. So most likely this will probably hit TP, and just like that, it has hit TP, and that would be our first win of the day. So if we go to our closed trades, we have our first trade which we closed, which was an error, and the second win that we took. So that's one win in London session in January, on the 3rd of January, and the time that we took that trade was 7:30. So let's just play into London Open and see what happens at London Open. So it's 8 o'clock and we have London Open. We have a nice clean breakout, and the likelihood of this continuing to push up after such a big move, I have a feeling it will start to consolidate a little bit, just because we only had a big move. But let's see what happens. Okay, I was wrong, and it's continued pushing up, which is great, but it does not matter for us because we had our entry here, and we are trying not to be greedy. We will be happy with our profits. We close at 10 pips and we call it a day. All right, let's move on to the next day. Next day, go back to pre-London. Okay, pre-London, 7 a.m. Let's see, let's quickly chart this up as well. Let's zoom out a little bit. And we are strictly, to remind you guys, we are only taking trades based off of 30-minute time frame, off of the 30-minute time frame. So, I mean, I could keep this as a nice little resistance area. You could say, okay, above here is a nice breakout. This is a very messy area. So if you want to play it safe, I would avoid this area. If you want to take sells only if we close below here. So let's play for candles. Okay, this is an interesting situation. We are at support with a very bearish candle. With this candle being very bearish, if we did break the lows, could we take a sell and continue down? I mean, it technically did not close below the support. Unless we adjust our support and say this is our support, and then we can say, okay, we've actually had a close below support, which does look a bit better. Since these candle highs here, these wicks are tapping into this area. So if we do go below here, I will take a sell, but let's see how it plays out. And this is London Open. So there is good volume here. As you can see, guys, the time is here. It's 8:01. This is the date, 5th January. Some people might take a entry on the flip, considering get a nice early entry. You could do that, but it is more risky. So if you do something like that, you have to leave your stops really high as well. Either way, when we take our sale here, we leave our stops up here, and just let me pause it now. Whoops, we have missed our entry point. Anyway, let's just take it anyway from here, and we will assume our entry was up here, and if our entry was up there, which is 1847.511, 10 pips would be 1846.511. So 1846, yeah, 511, it has been hit. But let's play out anyway, even if we got a late entry here, I'm 90% sure this will hit TP. And now it's just a waiting game. And there you go, that's our 10 pips done again. So that's our second win of the day, or of the week. That's 2 wins, Wednesday, Thursday of the new year. And let's go on to the next day, Friday. As you can see, guys, we are trading solely off of a 30-minute time frame, and you can see how well this works out. Not jumping from time frame to time frame, we are sticking only to a 30-minute time frame. And using just a 30-minute time frame, I'm showing you guys that you can easily make good profits and not have to stress about looking at 15-minute, H4, H1. We're literally just looking at 30-minute time frame in this square box. We're not going too crazy to the left, not too crazy anywhere, and we are just making our mini support and resistance lines in this area that we can see. So let's do it again. So now we are on Friday at 7 a.m. And we can see we had a nice little push down. If we just check our daily candles, so the previous day was pretty bearish. This day is currently bullish. So if we do break the lows here, which is 1831.75, we could see a wick fill down to here going bearish. But at the moment we are bullish. So for me, I am just going to adjust my support and resistance. You know what? I'll do another little mini resistance area here. And we can say, okay, we could potentially have buys and push up. Let me just show you guys what so we have a clean area here and clean area from here to here. This is clean, this is clean. Okay, and this is a nice area to take buys in, not too messy. As you can see here is very messy, so we will avoid this area completely. And let me just take it all out. Okay, so now let's start playing some candles and seeing how it plays out. So ideally, we want to take the best trades possible. Best trades possible are the ones you take with patience. And with patience, we will have to wait for a close above a support or a resistance line. So let's just wait here for a close above here, and then we can look to take buys. Let's just forward it a bit. 715. As you can see, it is rejecting that area. 730 close bearish, rejecting that resistance area. So let's see what happens up until 8 a.m., which is London Open. If we do get a close below here, would you want to take a sell, which is counter trend, or actually it is actually part of the trend because the previous daily candle was bearish. So let's see what happens. Let's just fast forward a little bit. Okay, as you can see, we are just consolidating. There's no clear price action at the moment, but hopefully with London Open, it is London Open now, we can see some volume coming in, and maybe we can start pushing up and further continue with our bullish bias, as the daily candle is bullish at the moment. Okay, that is a pretty good resistance area, as we are rejecting it quite a bit. So let's just keep watching, see what happens. And let's take note, now it's 9:15. So we've been at the charts for roughly about 2 hours now. And at this point, I would probably turn off the charts and call it a week, because it is Friday and you don't want to spend the whole day looking at the charts, especially when it is in such a shit range, just going up and down in this little area here. But let's just play it out here and see if anything happens from 9 to 10. Yep, nothing there. That was a terrible wick here. It did not manage to close below support, and it's just made a huge wick. So next candle. Yep, it is a shit day. Let's move on to the next week. Okay, next week, which is a Monday. Oh, Monday for 9th of January. There you go. We are pre-London. Okay, so as you can see on Friday, I think there must have been some news. Actually, wait, yeah, there was NFP. So NFP on Friday has pushed gold all the way up to here, which is showing we are weak with the US dollar. So let's see. Can we, in Asian session, we had a nice push as well. Can we actually continue pushing up? There is absolutely no way we will sell this market unless we go below here. This area here, which is 1865. So all of this range down to here, I will not take a sell, because it could easily come down here, make a support, and continue pushing back up. So let's start playing the candles, see what happens, see how it plays out. And this is 7 a.m. pre-London on Monday, the 9th of January, 2023. As you can see, we are closing quite bullish around the resistance area. And ideally, I would like a close above so we can continue taking buys. So let's have a look if we get that for next 14 minutes, 13 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, 30-minute failed to close above. It made a huge wick and rejected and closed below, weak bullish. So there is no buyers at the moment. Okay, so we closed strong bearish. A lot of people would like to say, okay, we rejected resistance here, so let's take a sell, we come back down to here. We could take that, it is counter trend. A lot of people do take that and it does work out. But for me, since we want to have a good win rate, possibly 100%, we will not take a sell here unless it goes below here. So we will wait until there's a support formed, and then we will continue to take buys and to go along with the daily bullish, the bullish price first. So let's play this candle. It is 7:45 at the moment. Okay, 8 a.m. has come in. As I said, there's no sales for me. I will not take any sales here. Okay, so it is 8:30. Half an hour after London Open, we have had a bullish closure on the 30-minute time frame, and we could say this is a support formed. Do I want to take a buy from here up to here? I could do, but let's play it a little bit and see what happens. I would like a nice bottom wick, and then okay, that's a nice wick. So yeah, if we do flip now and break the highs, I will enter buys. I will have a stop loss below here, which is, let's see, 18,769, so 73. That is a 30 pip stop loss. 35. We'll have our 10 pip TP. Let's play the candles and see how this trade can work out. And we were keeping in mind that US dollar is extremely weak and gold is extremely bullish at the moment. As of yet, there is no trade or entry for us. All right, we are coming up to London, 9 a.m., which would be exactly an hour after London Open. So we are not seeing any movement so far. Oh, let's pause it here. We are starting to flip bullish, so we have 10 minutes left until the hourly candle closes. Let's see if we can take some nice buys. Whoops. Okay, so I've accidentally actually pressed fast forwarded up to here, so don't worry, it's fine. We are still not hitting any bells. Okay, there you go. So we had no entry of our buys here because it did not break the high, and we had no entry of sales here because we are overall bullish on gold, and as we break below here, and it is now actually 10 a.m. and I do not trade at 10 a.m. So we will skip past these candles and assume we are going to trade pre-NY. So there you go, 12 a.m. pre-NY. Okay, as you can see, we have consolidated in this area quite a bit. We have made a support here, and this support is being respected multiple times. So now with pre-NY coming in, we can expect a lot of volume, and I can actually assume if we break these this high here, I will take a buy because there's enough volume to push price up and continue the bullish trend. Okay, we are starting to push up. So let's just assume we enter a buy here and we have our stop loss below here, previous 30-minute candle, and our TP can be all the way up here. But of course, at 10 pips, I do like to close pretty much all my trades. So let's keep a 10 pip TP as usual, but we will watch how price plays out. As you can see, we are in trade and we are currently in profit. We have 5 pips now, 6. Okay, and we have smashed TP. And as you can see, price is continuing up. Say we close partials there and we have a runner. I would go to break even right now and see if price can continue up. Let's see how well it does. And there you go. It has completely hit full TP, which is a total of from 73 to 79, which is about which is a total of 60 pips. So that is a 60 pip TP with a 73, 70 or 30 pip stop loss. So that is a fantastic trade and it played out well. As you can see, January has been quite good to trade. You just have to be very patient. You have to be strict with your plan and you have to choose a time frame you are happy to trade on. As you can see, this was all traded on the 30-minute time frame. Here's the history. We have taken 3 trades and all 3 have been wins. That is a 100% win rate. And if you have any more questions or would like me to do any more of these videos, give me a shout. Just hit my Instagram up, accuratefx_. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.